Did you like the new Evil Dead film? Yes? No? Well, it doesn't matter, because we're getting another one. Sam Raimi has decided to farm out the property of the Evil Dead to another filmmaker, because Evil Dead Rise, for, whatever it's worth, those people that didn't like it, was a mild success for the company behind it. Especially the franchise holders, and they want to keep this moving forwards with, I guess a bit of momentum. So we're getting another one. Now, I actually don't think this is necessarily a bad thing. I also think, by and large, this is the general trajectory we're going to get for a few years anyway with respect to films. I think we will get an influx of horror films. I think you'll see that permeating through into theatres. Because they're cheap, they're very, very cheap to make, and they can normally make a lot of money. And there's a lot of studios that need a lot of money right now. Yeah. Look, I quite liked Evil Dead Rise. Had its bad bits here and there, but all in all, I had a good time with it. I thought it was an interesting movie. Not wholly original by any stretch, but I thought it was interesting. So, let's take a look at this. Hit subscribe if you're new here, folks. Stay up to date on the world of pop culture, movie news like this, movie reviews. I will be watching The Iron Claw this weekend. I cannot wait for it. I know it's been out in the States for a little while, but over here it's just releasing, so stay tuned for that one. But let's take a look, shall we, ladies and gents? So, like I said, Deadline have the exclusive on this. Sebastian Vanecek has been tapped to helm Evil Dead spin-off. And I think that's the interesting thing, another spin-off. You could say that the other one was a spin-off. You could say that the Evil Dead Rise was a spin-off, for goodness sake. Anything that is not, Ash, is that not technically a spin-off? I guess. I think so. So, look. After signing rising filmmaker Sebastian Vanecek, CAA has helmed him. I assume that means helped him win a coveted assignment as the co-writer and director of a new spin-off of the Evil Dead franchise for Sam Raimi and Robert Tarpett's Ghost House Pictures. So there's not really any details, by the way, just as an FYI. I think the fact that it is a spin-off, the fact that they're calling it a spin-off, I think that's the interesting thing, because did they not, I'm guessing they didn't consider Evil Dead Rise to be a spin-off, right? Whereas this one is considered a spin-off. So if you're looking at it from that perspective, it would indicate it's quite a different direction they're going to go in, one would imagine. Anyway, details as to the film's plot are heavily under wraps. And The Evil Dead is, of course, the horror comedy franchise created by Raimi, going back to 1981's same-name film starring Bruce Campbell as Ash Williams, a combatant of various supernatural entities. The pick grew into a trilogy, also spurring the creation of Starz TV series Ash vs. the Evil Dead, and a number of other projects over the years. So the most recent standalone film, Evil Dead Rise, from writer-director Lee Cronin, grossed more than $147 million worldwide last year when it hit theatres via Warner Brothers after premiering at South by Southwest. Now, in terms of, 147 million dollars, it doesn't sound like a lot. It doesn't sound like a lot at all, actually. But the budget for it was only between 15 to 19 million dollars. So it would have actually made a substantial amount of money, to be fair. $15 million, $30 million to break even, plus a very, very small marketing campaign. This movie could have grossed somewhere in the region of, genuinely, like $100 million. That's cool. That's good. Plus more on the back end via secondary revenue sources like streaming and for sale and things like that. So, that's pretty good. It's not... Yeah, that is pretty good, actually, to be fair. Hilariously, that made more than Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny did, anyway, because that movie lost money. So that's not bad. Anyway, so who is Vanecek? So Vanecek made his feature directorial debut last year with Infested. It's a horror pick first introduced as part of the Critics' Week sidebar at the Venice Film Festival, watching as the residents of a rundown French apartment building battle against an army of deadly, rapidly reproducing spiders. The film won Best Picture and Best Director in its North American premiere at Fantastic Fest, and was also invited to the Sitges Film Festival, where it earned a nomination for Best Motion Picture and won a special jury prize. So, I mean, he's done one thing basically. He's done some other stuff, short films, Crocs, Mayday, 299-792-458-MS, whatever the fuck that is. He continues to be represented by Carla Zeller and Elsa Huseman at Studio 112, the French management company that works with top European artists, including directors, Collective, La Horde. So contemporary artists, blah 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 blah. So he is still represented by them, but he's been signed with CAA. So he signs with CAA, but he's still represented by another. Okay, like another management company. Interesting. So it's with a talent agency plus management company. That's fine, whatever. Look, interesting. I mean, I don't know anything about this guy. I don't know anything about this guy at all. So let's just say, sure, he's going to be good. Just for argument's sake, let's just say, sure, he's going to be good. Whatever, who cares? He's going to be good. Is it good to do spin-offs in the franchise universe? Yeah, 100%. I mean, with a $15 million budget, like I said, that film could have earned somewhere in the region of $100 million profit. That's fantastic. That is absolutely brilliant. Really, really, really good. That's incredible. So, you know, I think this is good news. It's more content at the very least in terms of horror. And I like a good horror film. Don't get me wrong, I thoroughly enjoy a good horror film, so I'm a little bit biased towards this. It could be crap. Obviously it could be crap. But there's very clearly an incentive there. Loads of people will cry out for Sam Raimi to come back. You know, that's neither here nor there, I guess, because he just doesn't want to. It doesn't look like he wants to at all. So, you know, what can you say? But I'm keen on this. I'm keen on this. Mainly just because it's a fresh face. We don't often see fresh faces taking these things on, so that's cool. Giving him his shot, as it were. So I'm very, very keen on this. What do you guys think? Did you like Evil Dead Rise? Yes or no? Let me know that down below. And would you be keen on this? Do you know anything about this chap? I would assume probably not, but it'll still be interesting to hear nonetheless. Anyway, guys, thank you. Oh, also, what do you want in a spin-off? I mean, I would have said Evil Dead Rise was a spin-off, but what do you think as a spin-off? What do you want in a spin-off? Do you think they should continue some of the elements of Evil Dead Rise or just push right past it? Let me know down below. I'm genuinely curious. So, cheers, guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.